And I don't remember the rest until June 5th, 14 or 15 happened. And I don't know if I should tell you that now or tell you on June 18th when I got sober. But you've been on here long enough, so I think I'm just going to tell you. My rock bottom. What happened was I don't know if this is the time to tell. This is long enough, so I might as well just tell. Let's see what happened. One night, I suddenly became aware, and I was on the floor in the bathroom, kneeling in front of my stepmom, and she was sitting on the step stool, and she was just like down there with me. I don't know if she was trying to help me get up, if she was praying over me or what, but she was the most compassionate, patient, loving, non-judgmental, just there, a presence that was there. And I couldn't get up because my arms didn't work. Like I was on the floor trying to get up into a kneeling position, and I was extremely heavy. I had gained, I was like 230 pounds at that time, and I couldn't hardly get up. And I remember turning around and seeing my dad. He was in my bedroom, like just behind me, across the hall. He was basically standing guard with Clayton, and I could tell he was totally pissed and annoyed, and well, what it was is that he was angry that I was like that. It was almost like, I don't know, it was bad. And I love my dad. I loved him, and I didn't want to disappoint him. And I just remember turning around and saying, I'm almost up. I'm gonna be up. I'm almost up. Just I'm almost there. And my stepmom was like, I think she could tell that my dad was really annoyed and ready to probably just leave. And she said, she's almost up. She's almost up. And then, like, I got up. I don't remember this part, but they put me in the bed, or I got in the bed, with Clayton. What happened was Clayton found me passed out on the floor. It was after he'd gone to bed. I hadn't come to bed. We were sleeping in the same bed, and he got up and found me passed out on the floor. And he was 4, and he had never used my phone. He wasn't a screen baby. He didn't know how to use a screen. And but thank God he knew to get my phone, and he figured out how to call Grandma and Grandpa. I had them saved as a favorites, and you could see their picture on the you know what I'm talking about, on the contacts. There's just like what instantly pop up. And he called multiple times, and they picked up, which is a miracle, because normally they turn their phones off at around 9, like totally off. And but he got a hold of them, and they came over. And I don't know how long they'd been there, or what happened, or in what condition they found me. I don't remember that part. And they've never told me, and I've never asked, because I know just enough of the story to just already have guilt and remorse and shame and sadness and disappointment in myself. And then like morning came. So morning came like always, and I, got out of bed and had Clayton there, and I didn't drink. And I was just like sitting on the couch. It was a weekend. Clay came home. He was working out of town there for a while, and he came home for the weekend. I don't remember him saying hello to me, but he just went in, and I don't know if my parents called him. Nobody filled me in on anything. I just know he came home, started doing the dishes, because I would not do any housework while the week went by because I was drinking. And so he'd come home and do the dishes. And, it was about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and I heard the door open, and my parents came in, and I heard my dad say, "Oh, yeah, great. So Clay's doing the dishes, I see." And I was like, "Oh no, like I'm in trouble. Oh my gosh, I'm in trouble." And then my parents come around the corner, and I'm there on the couch, and they come over, and I'm like, "Hi, like I know why you're here. What's gonna happen?" And they came over, and they looked at me with love, and my dad looked at me with sternness, and he got a little bit in my face, and he said, I'm going to say a bad word here because this is what he said, and he didn't talk to me this way, but he looked at me, and he got real close, and he said, "This is your daddy speaking." And I was like, He said, "You need to get yourself into fucking recovery." And I was like, okay. This was the lifeline. The lifeline that I had been praying about, like, dear God, help me, and my stepmom was like, we'll do whatever you need. We'll take you to meetings. We'll take you to, we're here for you. We're here for you. You don't have to do it, but if you decide to do it, we are here for you. And I was like, I do. I want to. I want it. And so, they weren't there very long at all. And then I remember them leaving, and they knew I still had alcohol in the house. There was still like a little bit left of the vodka and in the fridge. And they said, I remember she said, "Just whatever you do, don't drink. Until we can, please, until we figure out what you're going to do, whatever you do, don't drink." And I remember thinking, okay, don't drink. That's like one directive. All I have to do is don't drink. And why did they leave the alcohol in the fridge if they don't want me to drink? And that alcohol was there a couple days, and I had made some phone calls. I was gonna go into this treatment place, and I had never let Clayton be babysat before, and here I was gonna have him taken care of by my mother-in-law, and I was ready to go put myself in a treatment. That didn't happen because of my injuries. I was going to see the doctor and go see orthopedic specialist, and then which I ended up not doing. But anyway, I wound up in the rooms of AA. But right before that, the day before that, or the day or two before that, I went ahead and my parents were gonna bring me to get me registered at this treatment place. I don't know if it was outpatient or what. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I had so much brain damage. I couldn't even, like, I was brain damaged. And so before they came and picked me up, I got that drink and I went, boop. So I can't say that as my sobriety date, the day that rock bottom happened. I didn't get drunk, but like I took that drink. So I claim my dad's birthday when they came and got me, and as my sobriety date, June 18th, 2018. I ended up in AA, and from there on forward, it was nothing but love. From those people, they welcomed me with open arms. And the first instruction was keep coming back. And I knew I could do that. I could keep coming back. And so I kept coming back, like there was another day or two, I can't remember, it was a Saturday, and I came back, and because of my experience with AA and recovery before, because of my early childhood, and I had my little brother who really wanted to be sober for life, and he just really struggled. He'd get it together, and then it would fall apart, and I was a part of that. We were all a part of that. I knew it was more than just stopping drinking, and so really things got kicked off when I asked at the end of that meeting. I said, I know there's more to it than just not drinking. Isn't there like a book I need to read and steps I need to complete? And that's really when this part of my story happens where I say what it's like now, which I would love to tell. It's 44 minutes. That's an enormously long time to watch somebody, a huge time commitment. So that was longer than the one I tried to make last night, but you guys, you're a part of my recovery too, because you're who I reach out to. I still need to find a meeting. I'm here in Tucson. I need to find a meeting. I haven't reached out to anybody. It's kind of like I need to find somewhere where I can bring my kids. Like I brought my kids in Benson, and they were family, and the Benson people were family, and it was a lot of grandparents. And so what I've experienced here in Tucson is different, but there's a lot more meetings to choose from. If anybody knows of a family-friendly meeting, and I'm talking AA, I know there's other kinds out there, but I'm talking AA. I'm AA for me. I need to find a home meeting. I would love to tell you what it's like now, what my life is like now, what it's been, because it's been up and down. I will share that with you on a much more brief video, hopefully maybe next week on the 18th. I'll let you go. I love you, and I will talk to you again another time. Okay, bye guys.